New year, new name. Not only do we see the change from Icon X to Galaxy Buds, but also a price cut from the previous $199 price tag to $130. But that's not why Samsung's new Galaxy Buds almost justify their purchase. What is up, guys? I'm the Unnamed Review Guy, and today we're taking a look at the Galaxy Buds. Now, being transparent, these Galaxy Buds were obtained for free with my Galaxy S10 Plus pre-order, but this video is not sponsored by Samsung in any way. Now, let's check out what's in the box. Opening it up, we have the instruction booklet up in front, then a USB-C charger and some extra ear tips, and front and center we see the Buds in the carrying case themselves. There isn't much special about this case. Like the previous Gear Icon X models, this does have the ability to wirelessly charge, which makes it compatible with PowerShare in the Galaxy S10 series phones and reverse wireless charging on recent Huawei devices. This is a nice bonus to have, especially if you are the person who tends to forget to charge your stuff. This feature has been one of those things that has proved the wireless earbud future to be possible, because if you do end up forgetting to charge your device, you could always charge them anywhere, anytime. Thanks, Huawei. This case does have a 252 mAh battery, which helps the Buds be capable of their 6-hour battery life on one charge, but like I said in the beginning, you can always flip your phone over and charge them on the back for some quick juice. Granted, you have a compatible phone, which at this point is a very small list. In fact, it's just the Huawei Mate 20 Pro, Huawei P30 Pro, and Galaxy S10 series. So, one thing that I absolutely hate about the Buds, not just wireless earbuds in general, but all earbuds, is that so many of them just don't fit in my ears. No matter which tips I use, they never just feel secure in my ears. I always have a lot of problems with earbuds falling out, and this is just a common trend with earbuds that I happen to try. So when I popped in the Galaxy Buds and they felt like a good fit from the start, I was genuinely surprised. The only wireless earbuds at this point that has been able to do the same thing, that they fit fine enough in my ears that I wasn't worried about them falling out, were AirPods. So congratulations, Samsung, you've made a good pair of wireless earbuds. Now, do remember that fit is different depending on your ear size, so this might not be the same for everyone. It's just one of those things that made my experience a little better, since I do have so many problems with size and fit. Something that is new on this year's Buds from Samsung are their integration to your Galaxy device. Yeah, been there, seen that with AirPods. It's not really matter anyway. I really don't care, because connecting wireless earbuds through Bluetooth literally takes like the click of a button. So yeah, not anything that I'm really worried about. I've used AirPods on Android a lot, and you have to connect them through the Bluetooth. Actually, I found an app, but you generally have to connect them through Bluetooth if you want to connect them, so that's just one thing that I really haven't cared about. Now, I'm sure you want to hear about the sound quality. I would consider myself far from an audiophile, so this should be a very typical response, and that is, they sound great. And by great is just fine, really. Now, no, they don't sound as good as a wired pair of earbuds or over-the-ear headphones, but they sound fine, like I said, for normal use. You really won't have major problems with them for normal use. They don't sound bad. Now, I do think there are better sounding wireless earbuds out there, like the AirPods. No, okay. These definitely sound better than the AirPods, but it's not a super noticeable better, so it doesn't really make a difference. But being serious, though, I have tried better sounding earbuds, such as the Treble X5s, for example, which were some of my favorite sounding earbuds, if they actually fit in my ears properly. And that's why I just wasn't blown away by the Galaxy Buds, but they do sound fine for general use. But one thing that these have that I don't often see in wireless earbuds is noise isolation. Now, this is definitely no noise cancellation like on headphones, but this does sound good enough in noisy places that you should definitely hear your music just fine. And for those times you need to hear what's going on around you, you can always turn on ambient sound in Samsung Wearable app, which allows you to hear the sounds around you through the mics without actually taking the Buds out. Of course, you could always take the Buds out, but If you don't want to, for some reason, you could just turn on ambient sound, and you could hear ambient sound even while you're listening to your music, by the way, so you do hear it a little better. It doesn't really get in the way of music either, which is something that I really enjoyed. Like, you can hear what's happening in the background, but it's kind of like in the background of your music, but you definitely hear it better than when you just have your earbuds on, because like I said, noise isolation, it works. It's not noise cancellation, though. There are actually a lot of interesting things that you could do in the wearable app, such as boosting the bass to your liking. I'll probably do a more in-depth video about the wearable app and how it connects to that, because it's something that you really don't see often with other wireless earbuds. It's not something necessary, but it does add a little bit extra layer of customization to your earbuds, so I actually did like that. So if you are interested in that video, please subscribe, and it will be out soon. Another thing that I really liked about the Galaxy Buds is the touch control panel is really responsive, like super responsive. And something I hated about the Galaxy Buds was the touch control panel is really responsive, like super responsive. It's great when switching between songs, answering calls, pausing, or playing. It's something that I truly wish was better with AirPods because they don't have really good touch control at all. But at the same time, try adjusting the earbuds while they're in your ear, and you might just find yourself skipping a few songs or pausing the content that's playing. It's something that you should stop doing after a while, but it is really annoying for the first little bit of time that you do it. Just adjust them in your ear, you accidentally click that touchpad, and you actually skip songs, or, like I said, pause. Not that big of a deal, but it does happen, and it's just one of those little things that are annoying. Now that you can probably tell that I generally like them, do I recommend them? The answer is still no, I can't. It's not because they have to be charged, it's not because they have worse sound quality than wired, it's not because I'm avenging the death of the headphone jack. There is just one major thing that still is nagging me about big name cell phone brands and their wireless earbuds. They still cost an extravagant amount of money. And while Samsung did reduce their price to $130, it still sits on a high throne of cash-sucking electronic devices. I still have yet to justify its price or even figure out why it's priced so high in the first place. There is no hiding of the fact that these are a consumable product. Just like your phone, but unlike your phone, don't expect to be able to replace that battery when it starts failing in about 2 years. At least if you're the normal consumer, thanks to iFixit, we do know the battery should be replaceable, but if you're not the DIY type, there really isn't an option other than shelling out another $130 for a pair of new earbuds when the inevitable happens. And why? Like I mentioned, there are other better and similar sounding options, such as the Treble X5s, which are $50, or the Xiaomi AirDots, which actually retail for $30. Yes, $100 less than the Galaxy Buds. No, I'm not asking Samsung to come out with a pair for $30. What I'm asking of Samsung, Huawei, and Apple is to make them more reasonably priced. And until then, even though the Galaxy Buds relieve a lot of my dislikes about wireless earbuds, they still reluctantly remain a do not buy from me. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and enjoy tech, please consider subscribing. If you have any comments on wireless earbuds or anything at all tech, please comment in the video down below and start a conversation.